Expecting it to go live right away. I'm not quite ready yet, everyone. So I'm going to give it a few minutes. I didn't even pick out my decks yet, and so I see they've kind of changed things setting up the live. So I am going to grab the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck for today's live. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you all had a wonderful New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I did completely plan on jumping on yesterday to talk about the book club, but I was in a cleaning and purging spree like crazy yesterday. So, and I don't even think I have my book. Oh, there it is. I got my book. I got the book. I got the book there. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome in. So, I wanted to talk about the book club first before jumping in with some cards. And I haven't even picked out any decks yet, but I do think when we pull into all 12 zodiacs, we're going to use the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. We're going to use the Tarot of Dreams deck. And then I think we'll get a closing message from Spirit today. But I have some questions for you guys. I've got a couple of names written down, actually quite a few different names written down for naming the book club. And I just wanted some input. So I'm going to share some of my thoughts with you. Hello, Jolene. Welcome in. And so I'm not really sure how we're going to proceed with the book club. I know it's part of the members only live on YouTube. What are your thoughts about me starting a private Facebook group where we can all be added into that private Facebook group where we can be interactive with one another throughout the month and discuss the book within a private Facebook group as well. So that was kind of an idea that I kind of threw out there and journaled about. Hi, Kate. Welcome back. Hello, Tanya. Welcome in. And so I've got some ideas for a book club name, but I'm not really sure which one to go with. I was really leaning towards Tenacious Taurus Rise and Read book club, or Tenacious Taurus Thought Provoking book club, Masters of Wisdom book club. Hello, Xandra. It's so nice to see so many of you in here today. What about Tenacious Taurus The Conscious Self book club? Just a lot of ideas. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to do a poll in the community tab section. And if I can do a poll, I'm going to pick my top 4 names to name the book club. And I would like everybody's input for that. So if you're in, let me know down below. I know I made a post on the community tab. This is the first book of 2025 out of 12 books that we are going to be challenged to read a book every single month. And I did choose Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth, Awakening to Your Purpose. And I thought this is the perfect start to 2025. And as I mentioned before, this can be heard on Spotify. Like Xandra had said, you can find the book on YouTube. You can listen to it on YouTube. I'm probably going to do part listening, part reading because of my time limitations with everything else that goes on in my day-to-day world. So let's get started with the zodiacs. Okay, Rise and Read. I thought Rise and Read was good. The Rise and Read, because we're rising, we're reading, and we're growing. Yeah, I really liked that one. That was probably my top pick, Tanya. Thank you for your input. But that's kind of, I thought, Masters of Wisdom. I've got all of these different names, but Rise and Read, I really do feel that that's probably going to be the name, but I will try to figure out a poll if I can. But let's jump into all 12 zodiacs, and we're going to see what Spirit has to kick off the year for all of us. I also was doing a little bit of journaling, and I just wanted to say, if you haven't gone out and bought a fresh journal for 2025, I know that's on my top of my list to do today. After I'm done the live, I'm headed to Dollarama with the girls because their Christmas money's still burning a hole in their pocket that they didn't spend at the mall earlier this week. And I got to get some groceries. And the number one thing on my list is I'm buying a brand new fresh journal to start off 2025 with. Rise and Read. Yep. Rise and Read. Awesome. Thank you so much for your input, guys. So I have a couple journal prompts that I think we should all sit with going into 2025. And so this is why I want a fresh journal, because usually I journal about the astrology. I journal about what I channel reading the astrology. And this year I want to journal more so just towards my own private journey. And so A question I want you all to ask yourself going into 2025 because of all of the changes that are taking place with the astrology is, what if all your needs were all already supplied when it comes to stepping into your purpose? What if all your needs were supplied? What would you choose to pursue if everything you needed was given to you by the universe to pursue your path, your goals, and your aspirations? And what goals would you fulfill at the deepest level if all of your needs were met and everything that you needed for your journey was supplied for you? I think that's a really big question to ask yourself. And what would make your journey on this planet the most truly meaningful? Like, what is truly meaningful to you, and how can you bring that into your purpose and your journey for 2025? And whether we realize it or not, like, we all have things provided for us. And so I think this is a year where we're all kind of feeling this pull at the soul level to leave a legacy. I know I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave my imprint on the world. And so when I'm no longer here, my children will have my channel to look back on, to grow upon. And so, what kind of imprint and legacy do you want to leave the world? Because 2025, I think, is allowing us the accelerated ascension to start to imprint on the world exactly what we desire to leave behind for a legacy. So, 2025 is going to be a year of discovery for sure. It's going to be a year of redefining our fulfillment and our path. And so really reflect on your dreams and set those intentions, I think, to climb ahead. And so what a perfect way to start the year than to awaken to our purpose. So let's get at it, because I just want you to trust that all your needs will be supplied if you choose to pursue your path. So we're going to start off with Aries first, and I don't have the Zodiac list in front of me. I don't know where that disappeared to, but Aries, you've got an obstruction here. So Spirit wants you to know there's a roadblock here that you need to overcome. So usually when we are met with delays or detours, it's because we are being protected. And so if there's a roadblock or a challenge here, maybe you need to protect yourself from someone or something. But you are being asked to find an alternative solution to whatever challenge or roadblock you are up against in the energies today. So this is currently what Spirit wants you to know. So let's see if we can figure out a little bit deeper what this roadblock is that you need to overcome. Okay. Oh, Aries. We get the Devil and we get the Sun. So they kind of both come out. The Devil was kind of sideways here. So we all know what the Devil card is. You've got yourself caged up here in some type of toxic situation. Usually that's what the Devil indicates, right? It can indicate addictions, can indicate codependencies. But if you look at this Devil card, I'm a little phlegmy today, so if I have to clear my throat, I'm sorry, guys. We got this sacred clown inside the cage, and so that's the energy of the Fool. And so there is an obstruction. There is a roadblock to overcome before you can embrace a new path. And I think the Sun is kind of coming in and shining a light on something here, with whether it's a toxic pattern, a belief, a codependency within a relationship, an addiction. And sometimes we can get addicted to staying in our comfort zones and toxic cycles. But we do have Mars retrograde in the sign of Leo. And I just posted the January astrology. We've got Mercury going into Capricorn very soon. And so this is really going to highlight where you need to reorient your path. I just feel like a cosmic shift here. And with Mars going retrograde from Leo back into Cancer, I think this is the moment in time where you kind of have to make a decision about something here that's really been holding you back. And so don't let a negative mindset get you stuck in a toxic pattern either, Aries, because something here is saying you got to bring this to light. You got to unearth it, and you're going to have to find an alternative path or an alternative solution. So what is the message from Spirit here for Aries, please? Oh, right away. So the person in your thoughts is grateful to have you in their life. You are a gift to them, their heart's treasure. But if this person in your thoughts is not healthy for you, then you're going to have to really make a tough decision here, I think. And so people can say that they love us all they want, but if they don't show us that they love us, then maybe the gift in this message today is showing you it's okay to be grateful for the people in our lives. And it's okay to move beyond cycles that keep us stuck in an old belief or an old mindset. But I also feel this is a message of being thankful for the treasure that this person has also shown you about yourself. And so that's kind of what I got for you, Aries. I think you got a very challenging energy that you're kind of up against here. So we're going to move on to Taurus next. Messages for Taurus, please. Remember, guys, as always, apply this to Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, even your North Node. I think you better get ready to get triggered, Taurus. So we got the triggering card and the recovery. And so the recovery can indicate upheaval. It's usually this feeling of a tower, whether it's recent or happening right now. You are being asked to rest. I think you're being put to the test when it comes to patterns. I think you're probably being tested and triggered, and this is likely due to Uranus in late degree Taurus. And so there's a pattern here that you need to address. And so this tower is likely related to the breakdown of a pattern in order for you to heal and course correct a negative behavior within relationship cycles. And so I think now is the time to course correct. And so if you've recently gone through upheaval, just rest. Your body needs rest. Your heart needs rest. Your mind needs to just rest and go within. If this tower is not recent, then maybe you're clearing the final sludge when it comes to this triggering situation, so you can move beyond this pattern that maybe you've already been working on addressing. So let's get a tarot card for Taurus. Okay, I'm going to take the peeker because it almost fell out. But yeah, there's some type of triggering situation, I feel, with some type of separation with the Four of Wands in reversed. And we get the Two of Wands in reversed. And so together, if we add them together, we kind of got a Six of Wands in reversed. And so I just feel maybe it's been very challenging, right? Six of Wands in reverse is saying challenges, strife, an internal struggle. The Four of Wands in reverse for me is saying there could be some type of twin flame separation here. And this separation was needed in order for a period of healing. So I don't know if this tower moment happened 4 years ago, 2 years ago, maybe even 6 years ago. I just feel you've got to stop waiting for something to come back around. Maybe that's something that needs to be addressed here. But I do feel you're still recovering from this feeling of having the rug pulled out from under you. So I just think really look at the pattern within yourself and within others and take that corrected action right now, because you don't need somebody external to you to have that sense of unity in your life. So let's get a message from Spirit. Oh my goodness, they're coming out right away today. Purify your space. That's exactly it. So whatever this separation energy was, or this breakdown was of a foundation, it was to purify your space, to purify your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. And so there still might be a need to look at toxic people or situations in your life that don't serve you moving forward, that don't serve your highest good, so you can finally start to try a different approach. So I just think it's time to just look at things from a new perspective. And that's what I got for Taurus. So we're going to move on to Gemini next. Paradigm shift. Look at the cards are talking today. Gemini. We have Jupiter in Gemini right now. So this is a pretty big message I think we all need to pay attention to. Jupiter's going to be moving into Cancer. And then Uranus is going to be shifting from Taurus to Gemini. And so this is the year where major Gemini placements go through this paradigm shift. And so you're letting go of an old belief system as well. You hit the nail right on the head for this one. Yeah, clearing my soul. I did a massive purge this New Year's. It was the new moon. Huge purge, huge release. And I'm telling you, I feel so much lighter, so much freer. Today I woke up and I felt so good. But Gemini, you're going through a major paradigm shift. I feel a timeline shift is what's happening with my Gemini collective out there. So what is the message with the tarot? And all of this is getting you prepared for a whole new creative journey, a whole new process. And so be mindful. This Page of Wands, look at this. This Page of Wands has like the 4 wands on the card as well. And so I just feel there's going to be an opportunity for a whole new belief system when it comes to relationships, especially romantic relationships. But I just feel there's a whole new cycle about to begin for you, because when we talk about the tarot, the first suit is the wands, and the first card of the wands, we do start with the page. And so I just feel like this energy of, like, if you've been playing a game with somebody, or somebody's been playing a game for you, you're all done with game players. Because if you notice, I've actually never noticed this on the card before, the checkerboard, and I keep hearing like checkmate. And so you're going to come out on top. Whatever this timeline shift is for you, Gemini, trust that there's a brand new beginning. It might not be for the next 4 weeks or 4 months, but it's here, and you're going to have to start with a fresh mindset. And this could be a new creative endeavor as well because of the page. Look at that right away. Gemini, this is a shift with partnership. So I just want to remind you, partnership requires compromise, open mind, and 11 hearts. So if you're in a partnership, Gemini, and there's a lack of compromise, there's a lack of blending of ideas, it's time to open up your mind to a new belief system about relationships. Okay, Gemini? Okay, we're going to move on to Cancer next. What do we got for my Cancer collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Look at that. Cancer, right away. Transformation. So apply this to any area of your birth chart if any of the signs are resonating for you, because this can be applied to any of your houses as well. You're shedding layers. You're going through some type of profound transformation. You could have a catalyst here, some type of relationship here that is going to catalyze some type of shift within shedding of whatever isn't working. And so I think you're really stepping into your most authentic essence is really what this message is saying. So what no longer serves your highest purpose, because they're showing me the snake, and we're actually going into the year of the snake, and the snake is all about shedding the layers, shedding what is no longer of use. So maybe it's time to purge your house. Maybe it's time to really sit and journal about what relationships in your life or what external factors in your life are just not serving your higher purpose. Because Cancer, you're going to be really feeling this shift when Jupiter moves into Cancer later this year. So right away, 6 of Coins. And so if it isn't serving you, it's got to go. If it isn't reciprocal, it's got to go. And so although this is a representation of the Taurus moon energy, we see the Libra symbol on the card. And so this is a recalibration going on for you, Cancer. And so this is where you say, nope, if you're not pouring into me like I'm pouring into you, you got to go. This is all about balance. This is also about the good that you put out there coming back to you, Cancer. And so maybe when that shift happens with Uranus shifting in to Gemini, there could be a shift. But I feel right now you're kind of weighing the pros and the cons of what needs to go and what can stay going into 2025. So what is the message from Spirit for Cancer right there? You have been through a tough time. When is that, Laura? I didn't bring my planner down. I don't know the exact date. I should have brought my planner down when that shift takes place. I don't know for sure, Kate, off the top of my head, because I've been throwing out all kinds of energies. I do apologize for that. But I know Uranus and Taurus is at pretty late degree right now. I think at 27 degree, although it does move slower than the other planets, right? Not quite as slow as Neptune or anything like that. But it's happening this year. But I do feel, Cancer, you've been through a really tough time lately, and you're going to have to find your strength and your determination to recover. So there could have been some type of relationship that recently ended, but this was to kind of catalyze the next layer of your transformation. And I got my cats fighting over here on the carpet. Anyway, okay. Cancer. We did Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Leo is next. So what do we got for my Leo collective? Messages for Leo, please. That's so interesting. I knew I was supposed to bring the planner down, and then Kenzie was in the shower. Savvy wanted to get dressed. It's like every time I got to work, the kids want something from me, like right before I'm supposed to work is usually how that goes. But we're going to get a message for Leo. Oh, I like it. Leo, channeling. So this is all about honing in on your channeling capabilities. Leo, you are being asked to quiet the mind. That's what you're being asked to. So quiet the mind, remove expectations about channeling, and just be open to receiving the energy flowing through you. And so you have a connection with spirit, and you are here to be a channeler for other people, I feel. And I just feel like if you put a high expectation on yourself, you're kind of blocking your ability to convey these messages from spirit, but you're definitely a channeler, Leo. And you think of Leo, Leo's here to be in the spotlight. So look at come out sideways. Four of Swords sideways. And so I just feel like you're sleeping on your psychic abilities here. That's how I'm taking that, mom life, right? You're sleeping on your capabilities here. And so you're learning to open up and expand the heart, because the heart is the gateway receptor for receiving these intuitive messages from spirit. And so we got to learn to drop out of the head, drop into the heart. And that is where we're really open to receiving this. So I just think you're being asked to rest. You're being asked to stop overthinking. If you notice, his metal armor's been removed. And so you could be receiving all kinds of intuitive downloads here. And I just feel there's something about blocking your intuition. You've got to unblock your intuition by quieting the mind is a message for Leo. So how can you open up to receive that? Because I just feel like you're blocking it, but it's through the lower chakras is how I'm feeling this. But I just feel like truth is kind of pouring down into your awareness, and you're being asked to convey those messages from spirit to the collective, Leo. So what else does spirit got for Leo? Oh my goodness. I'm going to take the ones that flipped over. So Leo, we got like a huge pile of messages from spirit for you, but I got to take them because they all kind of flipped upright. And so that kind of happened for a reason. So what I do notice on this card, we kind of see the Three of Swords down here. And so it's almost like something cut you like a knife here. And maybe you've been blocking looking back at this last relationship. If a relationship doesn't last, that's the universe saying, hey, it was never meant to last, right? And so I think you're evolving. You're learning lessons. Maybe there's some difficult past karma here that needs to be worked through in order to heal your channeling capabilities. But you are being divinely protected as you open up the gateway to receive these spiritual messages. So don't worry. Spend some time in quiet, reflective meditation and figure out what makes your soul sing with joy. Recapture that to recapture your vitality. So if you are feeling like, hey, I don't even have the drive or the energy to get out of bed or to even do anything, spirit is putting you in this resting state to heal your heart and to heal your capabilities to channel. And that could be due to Mars retrograde in Leo, very early degrees. And so I know my energy levels have been fluctuating. Some days I'm raring to go. Other days I feel like I'm dragging my butt. And I know that has to do with the Mars retrograde in Leo. So just trust that this is part of your expansion. So make sure you keep yourself in balance as you go through this as well. Okay, Leo? Messages for Virgo next, please. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Be open to receive. You are being asked to open up your mind, open up your heart. And so if you are overthinking a situation, Virgo, and I know I'm guilty of that with my Virgo moon, you're not going to be able to see things clearly. So stop over analyzing. Let the thoughts kind of pass through you, flow through you, and then release them. And that is the process of meditation, right? And so what do you need to be open to receiving? Oh, look at that. We got, she kind of wanted to come out in reversed. We got kind of sideways, kind of reversed. So this is interesting. I feel there's blocks when it comes to communication. I feel maybe you're still a little bit guarded, a little bit on defense when it comes to something that still needs to be released from the past. The Queen of Swords upright is clear. She has clarity of thought, she has clarity of beliefs, she's honest, she's forthright. I feel Libra energy. Virgo, so pay attention to where Libra's at in your chart. Sideways, she's not sure. There could be communication issues. And in reverse, well, there's downright communication blocks. And maybe there's a need to get honest about a situation here that does need to be released. But don't overthink something. If you're in a situation and it's causing you confusion, then that's not meant for you, right? Because something that's meant for you is going to bring forward clarity. So, whatever is mind boggling you, Virgo, it's time to get clear. It's time to use this sword to cut out anything that isn't serving you. So you can then release this to receive what the universe is bringing forward. So, message from spirit. I think this is connected to a relationship, and I do think it's here to serve as a teacher for you to teach you something important about yourself, maybe when it comes to a victim mentality. So this could be for Virgo North Node, it doesn't have to be. But basically, we're only victims if we allow ourselves to be victims, right? And so people can't victimize us if we are standing in our power. And it's always a choice to stand in our power. So I think you need to take your power back, Virgo. That's what I got for Virgo. Okay, so we're going to move on to Libra next, and I'm pretty sure I haven't missed anybody yet. So what do we got for Libra? Self-development. I like it. So this is where you need to recognize where you're neglecting yourself, where you need to nurture yourself more, and what do you need to work on? Because I think this is a big message of growth and expansion. And so we never stop working on ourselves, right? And I'm pretty sure I posted something similar like that on Facebook. Just when you think I've done all the work, I'm settled, I'm good, bam, there's something else you got to work on. There's something else you got to learn about. There's something else that you need to grow within your cycle. And so I think right now you're learning to nurture yourself. And so I think 2025 for Libra is going to be a year of growth, self-development, learning, and just working on yourself, bringing yourself into that balanced state. So what else needs to pair with this for Libra? And it's coming out very strong. And so, yeah, a year of healing. So I just feel like we've got so many powerful Aquarian aspects playing out in January. I am so excited about all of these Aquarian shifts. I really am, because I'm a 12th house Aquarius. So Libra, look to the house of Aquarius too, because Aquarius and Libra are both air signs, and they will trine this Aquarian energy playing out at a certain point in time. And so I think you're stepping into a portal of massive healing. That's really what I see here for my Libra collective. And so make the wish, put in the work. This is all about authenticity, stepping outside of the box, and growing through this healing journey. So what has Spirit got for you? I love it. Let go and allow the divine to take the lead of this situation, because ultimately it all is in the hands of the divine. So you keep working on you, focusing on you, and trust that the divine has something really beautiful planned for you. So make the wish, because I think your wish is going to be granted, and you just got to keep working on yourself. Okay, Libra? What comes after Libra? I have to think about that for a minute. Libra? Is it supposed to be Virgo after Libra? No. Scorpio. I had to think about that. Libra to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Yeah, the last few weeks have been quite a bit of a roller coaster, Kate. So what do we got for my Scorpio collective? All right away. We get one, and it's all about living your soul's purpose, Scorpio. Yes, your Libra rising likes that. I love it too. That was a really beautiful message for Libra. So Scorpio, it's time for you to discover your purpose. I think 2025 is a year of you being encouraged to embrace your soul's purpose. That's really what I feel. And so we're here to demonstrate love and compassion in all we do. And you are fixed water, Scorpio. There is no deeper fixed energy of water than you. You are fixed love deep down there below everything else that goes on in a Scorpio's world. Scorpio is a deep water sign. And so I do feel you're kind of coming into your greater purpose. I'm going to take the peeker and I'm going to see if there's another message in there. And I knew there was. I felt it. Okay, look at that. Oh my God, Scorpio. We get the Nine of Coins to the Knight of Coins, pre-Empress. And so Virgo energy, Virgo energy. So pay attention to where Virgo is at in your chart. But I think 2025 is the year of planting seed, knowing your worth, knowing your value. This is connected to divine feminine energy, Scorpio. And so I don't know if you're like a second house Virgo. I think you are being asked to really connect through the heart, through compassion. Maybe it's time to plant a seed and just be single and independently owned and operated. Maybe it's time to plant a seed of becoming a business owner, because the Nine of Coins is, hey, I'm independently owned and operated. And so there's something here that you need to speak up about, and it's going to be coming directly from the heart. And so there's definitely a challenge ahead, maybe with all of the mountains in the background, but you are really encouraged to demonstrate love and compassion in everything that you do. And I just feel like something is kind of coming full circle for my Scorpios this year. So what is the message from Spirit? Okay, there's not enough information at this point, so be observant and be patient. You're good at that, Scorpio. Scorpio can read a room, that's for sure. And we get this message of what you have been through can only make you stronger. And so the worst of the situation is over. And so maybe whatever situation that you've been going through or has just finished or whatever's made you stronger is part of your soul's purpose. So be patient, plant the seed and be patient. I know I made a post too. The day we plant the seed is not the day we eat the apple off the tree. So plant the seed and put in the hard work, because I do feel your purpose is coming full circle this year, Scorpio. We're going to move on to Sagittarius next. Messages for Sagittarius, please. Living consciously. It's time to make a decision. Sagittarius, life can happen to us or life can happen for us. And that's a big message, right? We can choose to live consciously and make choices for the betterment, or we can choose to live unconsciously and let life keep happening to us and questioning why. Why does this keep happening to me? Because there's a lesson here that needs to be learned, and maybe it's about making a concrete decision. Sagittarius, you're a fire sign. You're very impulsive sometimes. I know. I've got 2 Sagittarius daughters. But I think you're really choosing to live life more consciously in 2025. So what is this conscious decision? I think you got a decision here to make. So what is this decision? Oh my God, you got a tower coming. I don't know if you get to make a decision, but the tower is definitely a shift in beliefs. This Mars retrograde, I feel, especially with the Leo energy trining Sagittarius at a certain point, at a certain degree, is bringing in unexpected change. And so the tower is usually not a card that people like to see come out, but you want to know what I like about the tower, Sagittarius? The tower breaks apart a false belief. The tower rips apart something out of your life that wasn't serving you, that was built on quicksand, because 2025 is a year of no longer building castles in the sand. We're building something concrete. And so there might be an unexpected tower coming in this year for you to rebuild a stronger foundation of self. And so I do think it might be connected to beliefs. So what is the message from Spirit for this one? Jeepers, creepers. Processing emotions. So this tower is going to get you to unearth some unprocessed emotions, so you can finally step onto the healing path once and for all. And you can make those choices for the betterment of your life, because when you do that, it brings so much joy into all of the people's lives that you're connected to as well. So I think get ready for a tower. I'm actually feeling like a little bit of heartburn. Maybe it's from the Caesar salad I ate, but I felt like a little twinge of heartburn there, Sagittarius. So be ready for that. So Sagittarius, Capricorn. What do we got for Capricorn, please. Seeker. This, I feel, has to do with that shift of Mercury going into Capricorn this month. So maybe you're on the seeking path. The seeker is also the mystic. So keep that in mind, Capricorn. With Mars, is it this Friday, the 6th? The 6th of January, Mars will ingress from Leo into Cancer. And so if you have any late degree Cancer placements, Mars will be in conjunction to those Cancer placements. And this is going to trigger this sense of urgency, I feel, when it comes to taking action. Now, I also feel too, Kate, with Mars retrograde, this can trigger a lot of unresolved anger to surface. So be mindful when Mars makes the shift, because it's going to be at 0 degrees Leo, which is potent, fiery energy. And then it's going to go back into 29 degrees Cancer, which is all about closing up of a cycle. And so that shift will happen on the 6th of January. If that's Friday, I think it might be Monday. I think it might be on Monday. So, but this one is for Capricorn. Sorry, I'm getting a little off track there, guys. But this is about finding that knowledge, finding that deeper meaning. Maybe you're going to be curious to dig into some esoteric knowledge, especially with Mercury in Capricorn. And so this Mercury in Capricorn energy is only going to last about 3 weeks, and then it's going to go into Aquarius. So for the 3 weeks that Mercury is in Capricorn, I think you're just going to want to soak up esoteric knowledge like a sponge, especially if you got Capricorn in your big 3 or even a North Node energy. And so there's going to be like a strong curiosity being sparked when it comes to esoteric knowledge, I feel. So what else does Capricorn need to know? Okay. Oh, and this is going to get you unstuck. So you're welcome, Kate. Okay, Capricorn, this is Cancer moon energy. So I don't know if you're kind of integrating Cancer Capricorn axis, but I just feel you're getting yourself unstuck. The 4 of Cups upright is soul suppression, depression, boredom, discontent. And in reverse, it's like, no, I got this. I am drinking from the cup of life, and I'm grabbing life, and I'm going to find that meaning. And so I do feel 2025 is going to be a year of learning, finding that deeper meaning, and just becoming a student of the spiritual journey. So I think you're really ready to grab life, or the bull, so to say, by the horns, and go full steam ahead with this seeking journey. So what else does Spirit got for Capricorn here? Yeah, see, it come out in reversed. And so that's what I'm feeling like. I'm really feeling like maybe you've gone through a difficult time recently, and now you're reconnecting with the divine within you, and you're reconnecting to your higher guides, and they hear you. So you're not alone. I think you really should work on connecting with your guides, Capricorn, and trusting that you're not alone, because it's time to get yourself stuck or unstuck out of this feeling of like suppression is really what that's saying to me, Capricorn, okay? We're going to move on to Aquarius next. Messages for Aquarius, please. Okay. Okay, there's like a splitting of the energy here. We got these 2 cards, mental clutter and sharing with your spiritual path. So Aquarius, I feel you're like all up in your head about a situation. There's a lot of confusion surrounding the Aquarius collective, and whether you've recently said something to somebody or you need to say something to somebody, there is a connection here to this mental clutter and your spiritual path. And so somebody you are connected to will benefit from you reaching out and saying something. Maybe you're going to learn something about yourself that you've not known before. This is also too, I feel, Aquarius, if this is about sharing your spiritual knowledge and your wisdom that you've attained through all of your life experiences as well. And so we are going into the age of Aquarius. I'm telling you, like the end of January is going to be so big with so many transits and shifts. The 29th particularly is a very potent energy. So we don't want to spend too much time up in our heads, because you are an air sign, Aquarius. You can really kind of just wheel around in your head over and over again, and you can create your own massive confusion out of making up all kinds of scenarios that aren't even real. So I do feel 2025 is initiating your spiritual path, stepping you onto your greater purpose. And so you're really encouraged to explore spiritual knowledge and explore sharing that wisdom with other people is what I've got for you, Aquarius. So what do we get with the tarot right away? So there's an incomplete cycle here, Aquarius. The world reversed is repeating negative patterns. There's a lack of completion. There's a lack of success, possibly even, and you're blocking your own spiritual path. So what I love about this world card, I'm going to turn it upright. We see all of the elements, and right in the center of the world card, we get the Fool. So it's almost like there's fear of going into a new cycle. So you might find yourself repeating one more karmic cycle before being able to go full steam ahead. But there's something about that Saturn energy coming through because it's ruled by Saturn, the world card. We're going to have Saturn moving into Aries, and then it's going to dip back into Pisces for one last cleanup. And so 2025 is like a huge cleanup for Aquarius, for Pisces, for Aries. So just get ready for that. But I do feel there's a need to recognize a repetitive pattern here that needs to be put to bed for you, Aquarius. So what is the message from Spirit? A divine partner is on your path, and I feel there might be resistance to that partner. And so there's going to be a love like you've never known before coming on your path. And there's a need to close out a karmic cycle here so you can make space for this divine partner. And so I think the mental clutter is really creating confusion. And this divine partner is part of your spiritual path. And so maybe you're being asked to step into the role of a spiritual teacher in 2025. So if you're going to be up in your head with thoughts, you better keep those thoughts positive. Because when we think positively, then we can create an amazing outcome in our lives. So that's what I got for Aquarius, okay? All right. Pisces, last but not least, guidance from Spirit. I think you're in a tough situation, Pisces, and let me tell you, the aspects playing out with Pisces are going to be pretty intense because we're going to have Venus going into Pisces this month. Actually, today, I think Venus entered into Pisces today. I know it was at 29 degrees when I looked this morning. It wasn't quite in Pisces, but it shifts today. And it will aspect Saturn, which is going to bring in some type of tower. And so I just feel like get ready to be disillusioned, Pisces. You're in a tough situation and Spirit is saying, hey, trust in the guidance that you're receiving here because something here I feel doesn't quite feel right. Yeah, you're going to be disillusioned with the moon reversed. Pisces energy. Look at that bottom of the deck. Death. I don't know why I flipped the cards over like that, but that's what I just intuitively did. And so Pisces, I think January's kicking you off with some type of reality check. Coming out of an illusion, coming out of confusion. It's like all of the cards got to be on the table, all of the skeletons out of the closet. And something here is coming to a complete end. And we do have the North Node shifting into Pisces. And so any major Pisces placements will aspect the North Node and Pisces throughout the next 18 months, depending on your personal degrees and aspects. This will take place. It could start right away. It could be later into the North Node energy. But this is part of your karmic pathway. And so something here needs to kind of end in order for you to come out of some type of fantasy or an illusion. So what is the message from Spirit for Pisces? This is so interesting. So we get Scorpio and Pisces energy out. What is the message from Spirit? I'll take it. So I just feel there's avoidance. Subtle cues are telling you what someone's words are not. And so this is a wake-up call when it comes to, I feel, some type of partnership. Be brave. You can do this. It's almost like you feel something coming. You know something needs to come to an end, but there's resistance. It's like you know somebody's words are not matching their actions, but it's almost like you're stuck in the past. And so be brave. You can do this. You can break the chains of something here. And so the energies are pretty intense, guys. That was some pretty intense messages today. So I guess what I'm going to do, guys, I'm not really 100% sure about the book club. We're for sure going to launch it on the 1st of every month. But I think we should do a mid-month check-in, and I'm getting a high-pitched ringing in this ear right now. We should do a mid-month check-in just to make sure that we're all being accountable and we're staying on track when it comes to reading the book or listening to the book or however you choose to take in this information when it comes to a new earth. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you have a great weekend ahead. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. So I will do my best to get that poll up and running. If I can figure it out, I'm going to have to do some Googling. But I've seen other readers do a poll where people can kind of um, pick a name, but I do think I might go with Rise and Read. You're very welcome, Tanya. You're welcome, Kate. And so I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey again this year. So I look forward to the growth. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. So have a great weekend, everybody.